Hello and welcome, I'm Stormo, and you might be wondering what this is. Yep, that's what it is. It's No Man's Sky. Why am I making a video about No Man's Sky, I hear you ask? Well, there's a lot of reasons. The most important of which is that the game just recently had a pretty significant update. And I need to start out, I think, by saying that unlike an alarmingly large number of people on the internet, I actually really liked No Man's Sky when it first came out. I felt ultimately that it could be a little, I guess, unsatisfying to play. There wasn't a lot to do, but for me personally, just the exploration itself was enough to keep me interested for a while. And overall, I really loved the game. I love the art, and I love the space exploration, the open-endedness of it. I really dug. That said, as we wake up on a brand new planet that I guess nobody's ever seen before, that said, I was aware that there were issues. It actually, for me, I suppose, because I've been playing Elite Dangerous for some time before this game came out, I was used to that type of game not really having a lot to do. Elite Dangerous, of course, initially was very empty and didn't have much to do. And I think No Man's Sky is the same sometimes, I suppose. It didn't have a lot to do. Well, the good news is that they've just released the 1.3 patch for this game, and it has a lot in it. We will enable base sharing, yeah. Okay, that's a new feature. Okay, so this is No Man's Sky. I'm going to just have a look. Okay, so this is a hot planet, so we're going to have to deal with the fact that there's going to be a lot of heat here on it. This is our crashed ship that we're going to have to fix up before we can get off the planet. If you've never played No Man's Sky, then boy, have you got something to look forward to, because this is a good game. I mostly want to do this video to take a look at the changes and updates in this version of it. And just get things happening. You can see already that there's some pretty big changes. There's a lot more in the early game, a lot more story. The interface has been updated a bit more. These dialogue boxes look a lot nicer now. Now, I haven't played much of the game. Last time I played the game was when bases were first introduced. I didn't play it in the patch after that. We need to repair the multi-tool first. So let's get all that sorted. And what will happen now is that the game will actually give us quests to get all this stuff fixed up and sorted out. This is our multi-tool here, our little combination of gun and scanner and mining tool. It's a very handy little device, this. Okay, so we need iron. Okay, and that won't be iron. Oh, I need to repair that. Before I can even use my scanner, I need carbon. Fortunately, carbon looks like it's in abundance. That looks like it's iron, so I'll grab a bunch of that as well while we're here. 25 of it. Iron is a resource you need a lot of. Oh, look at that little dude. He's cool. Iron is a resource we need a lot of, so we're going to be spending a lot of time shooting iron. That, I'm going to guess, is full of Lamium, which we'll probably also need. I should try and remember to get that when I've got the chance. Have I got enough? Okay, I can repair... what can I repair? I can repair the analysis visor, which is handy. Wow, this multi-tool is terrible. Do all starting multi-tools only have 5 slots? I'm sure the one I started with had more. Need to grab some carbon. Fortunately, this planet is abundant in plant life. And plant life, as we all well know, is full of carbon. So that should solve that. And I need to grab more iron as well, because we need some carite sheets. But I'm going to do this first, because I want to get the scanner up and happening while we're here. Is that enough for the scanner? Okay, we've got enough for the scanner, so that's repaired. And I'll use the rest of that to just recharge that a little bit. If you played this game at launch, one thing you may not be aware of now is that there is actually a little quick menu you can bring up to rapidly charge things. So you can see, pressing down, I can actually do a bunch of stuff. I can call my ship. There's a photo mode, which has just been added to the game. Hazard protection, mining beam, a bunch of other stuff we can do now. I'll grab this Lamium while we're here because Lamium is actually really useful. So we'll try and grab as much of that as we can. And it's nice and convenient that it's all here. Now, I got my scanner repaired, which means I can do scans, which is really handy. And I can use my analysis visor to have a look at what this little dude is. There we go. So that's a new species. There's an object up over here as well, and there's a lot of iron here. I'll need a bunch of iron. So I'll grab more iron, so I'll just shoot it. Oh. Try not to overheat our mining beam. But yeah, so as I was saying, I loved No Man's Sky just as it was when it launched. I was not one of the people who bought into the whole Sean Murray lied about everything and that kind of stuff. I just thought that was internet's gonna internet pretty much. Whoops. I think we've slightly raised the ire of our scanners. That said, I could understand. Oh, that's what that is over there. There's a trading post right here. Awesome. I think that scanner's slightly upset with me. Nicking all its iron. That's fine. It's fine, I need more iron. But yeah, I love the game as it was when it came out. And I actually wrote a review of the game that was pretty positive on it. But as the game stands now, even I can recognize that it's improved massively. Like I said, there's a lot more early game direction now. So you have a lot more idea what to do at the start. There's quests and missions and all sorts of stuff. I don't know how much of it I'm going to get to be able to show here. Don't know how much of it I'm going to be able to show in a video like this, because this is a game that does take a little while to get going, and I really only want to do half an hour or so if I can. We'll see. Okay, we can build some carite sheets now. I've got enough iron. I should be able to build a bunch of them. Need 4 of them apparently. So 1. You still have to do this, unfortunately, but these items do stack. They will stack. So now I need to repair the launch thrust. I'll get back to the starship to begin with. This is a gorgeous planet. Aside from the ridiculous heat, you can see down the corner there, the 50.5 degrees. Aside from that, this is pretty cool. Okay, so let's fix our launch thrusters. We've still got to fix the pulse engine too, so we're not quite there yet. Okay, and that still needs to be charged, which we need plutonium for. Now, we need iridium, carite sheets, and zinc to get that sorted. Oh, we're going to need plutonium as well. So the game will warn us that. But we're also going to go over and grab some... We'll get across here. Oh, the sun's going down. Nice. Hopefully with the sun going down, the temperature will drop too, and the thermal protection will kick in. There's more Lamium there. I'll grab that Lamium while we're here. But that iridium and plutonium over there is also what we're going to need. So we'll grab those. Just grab this. There we go. And yeah, we'll grab the plutonium up here. This is a gorgeous planet. I've been playing my own game on my other PlayStation 4. This is actually a fresh game because I wanted a fresh start on this thing for the purposes of this video. There's some plutonium. That should be enough. Okay, that'll be enough to repair, but we want to grab some of that iridium that's just sitting there as well. So I'll do that. There's some thing over there too. So let's grab a whole bunch of iridium while we're here. I can't remember exactly how much it wanted, but we'll just take as much as we can. Just to overheat our mining laser and shoot this whole thing out. Let's see, is that going to be enough? Not yet. So there's been a few other really nice quality of life changes as well. Like I say, the new questing structure is fantastic. Oh, look at that guy! That huge thing. The visor is much more up to date. You can see this is what the scanning visor looks like now. It's much more interesting than it was before. It gives a lot more information. So it's a lot more useful to have the visor out now too. He's a cool, harmless dude. There's some good stuff. I just wanted to see what was over here. Oh wow! So there's that trading post, and there's this base here as well, and there's these creatures here, which are being flagged as, I don't know, temperament ambulatory. My favourite thing in this game is the gender descriptions for all the creatures. if I bring it up here, you can see in the left there, gender symmetric. I love that. I think that's fantastic. Platinum's worth money. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'll grab all this platinum that's just sitting around. Yes, platinum grows on plants. I've got to admit, only very slightly bothered. Let's see how close we can get to this guy. Look at those weird rear legs. It's got like split. How does that even work? What are the physics on that? Anyway, I was going to go and have a look in here. Because there's clearly a thing here. Oh, hello, it's a Gek. Toil Gek Ivradovic. What do you got to say for yourself? I know nothing of your language. I'll thank with a common silicate. Oh, okay. Well, it gave me some money. That's what we want. And Korvac's transmission tower. Let's see what this has to do. 1, 2, 6, 24, 120. Oh boy. I've got to remember what this is. A different sequence, so it's multiples of the previous numbers. No. 24 is, oh boy. I think the next number will be 720, but I'm actually just guessing. Yay, I got it. Whew, that was concerning. And we opened up a little area if we want to stay on this planet and do stuff, so that's cool. This stuff still happens, so that's cool. That's fine. Waypoint detected, yeah. And that's actually a different crash ship to our crash ship, I think. I hope. Speaking of our crash ship, we should probably get back to it and do our things over there. I'll scan that while I'm here, though. Honestly, this is not the worst planet I've ever started a game of No Man's Sky on. The very first time I played this game, the planet I started on was toxic, had a toxic atmosphere. And not only that, it had the toxic storms that are super deadly. And boy, that was a fun planet to start on. This planet doesn't seem to have those problems. I'm sort of hoping that once the sun goes down, it loses the temperature, the thermal problem. And we can sort of survive a little bit better outside of the planetary state. We'll see. Oh, look at these colours, though. Oh my god. Oh, this game, you guys. I like to think of this game, actually, as Roger Dean, the video game. If you're unfamiliar with Roger Dean, he is an artist. Did a lot of fantasy art in the 70s and 80s. He's still around. Still does art. But did a lot of fantasy art in the 70s and 80s. If you're ever into like prog rock back then, bands like Yes and I'm trying to think of another band he did covers for. He did a fair few. Also, if you're into video games in the 80s, you'd remember him. He did the artwork for a number of Psygnosis games. In fact, he did their logo. The classic Psygnosis logo, if you remember that. That was Aronium, okay. That was Roger Dean did the art for that. And this is a new thing as well. You have to remove junk from things to open them now. And my inventory's full because I took that junk out. What I'll do is I will actually get... Oh, I've got so much iridium. I can actually transfer that to the ship, I think, which will solve that problem. Why can't I... Hang on. Let me... Yeah, that's what I want. So I'll transfer this stuff to the ship, and I can hold on to the junk. Because you can sell the junk for money. Oh, pick that up. Fascination bead! Yay! That's worth money too. Money's kind of important in this game. Who would have thought? Yeah. But no, it is. It's worth knowing about. Now, can I repair this? What would I need to repair this? I would need more iron, I'd need more iridium and more carbon, and that might have something useful in it, so we might do that before we take off. First off though, let's repair the pulse engine. Oh, I thought I had everything I needed to repair it. I still need to make carite sheet, so do I have enough to craft one? No, I don't. Crap. I'm gonna have to go grab some more iron. What else do I need? Zinc. So I need to find some zinc while we're here as well. So iron is not difficult. There's some zinc over here from the look of it, and there's a bunch of iron here. So it's nighttime on this planet now, but it's actually warmer than it was during the day, so that's cool. I'm gonna have to charge my mining beam. Okay. Where is my multi-tool mining beam? Ah, hang on, no. Why am I doing that when I can do this? Yes, this is why I've been collecting the Lamium. There we go. Fully charged mining beam. Hang on. I thought I charged it. I did recharge it. There we go. I think I might not have the first time, and then I did the second time. Okay. That's more iron. Need a lot. I'll go grab that zinc as well while we're here. So you can sort of hack the overheating on the... can I get up there without losing my jetpack? Yep. Yes, I can. Where was that zinc? Platinum. There it is, over there. Yeah, it's now nighttime and it's actually hotter on the surface of this planet than it was during the daytime. That's annoying. I was hoping it would get cooler. Oh, look at these adorable little dudes. Are they the same dudes? They're the same dudes. Oh, well. We're in a really heavily populated area. There's some kind of station, very short walk that way. 1:19 on foot that way. There's the two areas over there, the trading post and the other thing over there that we've been to, where we met the Gex. Yeah, guy. And around here somewhere there should be a crashed ship as well, which I'm almost tempted to go and find, just to have a good starting ship after this ship, because this is a good planet to repair a crashed ship. So I should probably talk about how that works at some point as well. So in this game you can have you can upgrade your ship, and you can buy ships off other NPCs that you'll encounter. But the other way to do it, I need carbon too. Okay. I've decided to commit to opening that, so we're going to grab some carbon off this thing. There should be enough carbon. Yeah. Okay. Let's open this up. See what's in here, because it might have a blueprint. Okay. What do we get out of that? Oh, inventory full. Great. Let me transfer some things across. I can transfer that Lamium and that iron. That'll do. Nanite clusters. That's a new thing. So nanite clusters are a kind of currency you can have in this game. In fact, I'm going to transfer them to my ship as well, because the only time I'll ever use them is when I've got them in my ship. So the other thing you now have too is separate inventories for technology on the ship and on your backpack, your exosuit. So you can upgrade all of these individually, and what it calls high capacity inventory, which I think gives you the same levels of stacking that the ship has. You'll notice the iron and various items actually stack higher when they're in part of the ship than when they're not. So I do need to refuel the launch thrusters, so I need to get in the ship and do that as well, because the game's actually wanting me to do that. So let's charge the launch thruster, that's what we want. We still need to repair the pulse engine, so we'll get that sorted. I've got the other, I should have enough to make another carite sheet, which I do. So that's that, and what else do I need? I've got everything else I need to repair that, so that's repaired now, and it can be charged with the other iron I've got. So that's good, that's all functioning. Now, seek answers among the stars. The other thing though was that, oh no, we did get that, didn't we? So I suppose the other thing is to take a look at where... I'm certain the game had a crashed ship that it wanted me to look for. Well, it doesn't want me to look for it, but anyway, we can lift off now anyway, and we can fly across the surface of this world, which is always a good fun thing. And we can head towards the trading post. We can head... Is that the crashed ship? No, that's not a crashed ship. That's a crashed ship. It's not the kind of crashed ship I'm looking for, though. I know what this is. Let's pull up here for the moment. Yeah, this is important. So, this is part of the new content that the game has, and it's going to give us some stuff. Now, I just realised from our landing site there was something... Oh, there was a landing site here too. Oh, well. Okay, so if you've never played this game before, you don't know what this is, but this is a sort of landing zone, and this marker indicates that it's a landing thing, and what you can do if you land at one is you can take off without actually needing to take off. Okay, so we need to go up here. There's stuff that we need to do here, so let's have a look here. Okay, let's read the log. Oops. The Sentinels. Okay, so this is giving us a bit of the plot of this game. The Sentinels are... No one really seems to know where they come from or what they do. Yeah. There was a distress signal and a bunch of other stuff, so... That's what that was all about. But this crashed ship is, I believe, a new thing. And I've done one of these and it led to... what did it lead to? Led to some stuff, that's for sure. It certainly led to a quest and a mission, basically. But it looks like this particular crash ship doesn't have the mission I'm looking for yet, maybe? I'm gonna head over here for the moment. We will get to space, don't panic. But I just want to explore this crash site while we're here. Oh, and you have a torch too, so I can turn that on and throw a bit more light on things as we go under here. Where was that? I saw what I thought was an openable item. Ah, there's a bunch of them here. One underground. So this is interactable? Scannable, that's what it is. Is that all it is? I can't do anything more with that? Okay. And that's all that is. We've already interacted with that, but there is... No, that's nothing. There's something under the ground here too, but I don't believe I can... The ship... There's no way to get under the ship, I don't believe. Or if there is, I've never found it. Maybe there is. Well, there is this here, so we'll have a look here. I think all these are is just scannable. I don't think they're anything else, are they? Yeah. Okay, well, there's that's all that then. Oh, cool. Oh, is that because I was in the ship? I was close enough to the ship that it actually reduced the horrific external temperatures that we're facing here. Yeah, sea cancers among the stars, I guess. Let's, oh, we can stay on this planet for a while. I mean, there's no reason we have to fly up. But where did my ship go? There it is. What I really wanted to show in this game, I'll just run across. There we go. Okay, we'll get in here. And we'll lift off. Should have enough in the launch thrusters. Oh boy. Oh boy, let's not land again. Oh, the sun's coming up though. Spend a night on this planet. And there's that planet in the atmosphere up there, and there's a bunch of other stuff. And if we go this way... Where was that trading post? That's not the trading post, that's something else. Is this the trading post here? This is not the trading post. I've lost the trading post. Awesome. Fantastic. Can't remember where the landing site was. That's a thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so I'm going to have to apologise for the wonky flying. One thing they've changed in this game since the last time I played it was the flight model is a little bit less forgiving now. This game used to allow you to essentially avoid planetary landings at all costs. What's that? Hang on. I want to see what this is. Is that a ship? No, it's a base. Okay. This game used to let you avoid planetary landings at all costs. It doesn't do that anymore. Anyway, we're going to head into space. It lets you avoid planetary collisions at all costs. It doesn't do that anymore. The flying is a bit less restricted in some ways, and a bit more restricted in others, I guess. Well, we're in space. We're seeking answers among the stars. So this is what it looks like above. If you've never played this game before, like I say. Oh, Incoming signal. Scan to locate. What's that signal? Let's find out where that signal is. That's it there. Over there. So, do I have fuel in my pulse engine? I do. Because we're going to need that. Because pulse engines work like this. And one other thing I've noticed is the automatic navigation's a little bit better now. Like, it used to be... You used to actually have to very manually adjust everything and get to everything in this game. But that's not the case anymore, which is nice. It's going to take a minute to get there, and I don't have any more fuel. I'm going to run out of pulse engine fuel. That's fine, there is a way to refuel. Of course, we can shoot asteroids, so we'll just go as far as we can, and then we'll just shoot asteroids once we run out. That's always a fun way to do it. But yeah, this is a very green star system. One thing that they did with this game too was they decided not to play very strictly to reality. If you play Elite Dangerous, everything in Elite Dangerous is based very heavily on our galaxy and our universe, the way everything works, planet's orbit and all that kind of stuff, in a very realistic manner. They decided not to do that for this game because they wanted it to be a bit more fantasy in a lot of ways. So planets tend to orbit very close to each other, so you have big planets in the skies because they wanted that visual effect. I think we got close enough to the planet that we're not going to need to worry too much about Pulse Engine having run out of fuel. But if... Oh, wow. Let's see if we can't shoot some iron off these things before we head down to the surface. Oh, come on. Oh, it's full of Lamium, not iron. Well, whatever. Well, I guess that's not what I wanted. No? Okay. That was iron. Fire rockets at everything until it explodes. So this is how you mine for iron in space. It's kind of dumb, but I like it. I like it, and it's really handy, especially because you need the iron for the thrusters now, the pulse engine. No, that's a decent amount. Let's charge up our pulse engine again, and we should grab that as well while we're here, because that's iron. And now, if I line this up, I should be able to reactivate and get closer. It's not too far. But yeah, stuff like this happens now, where you can just come to a planet at any angle and then just adjust your ship's rotation as you need to. So we'll head towards the signal beacon for the moment, and that should kick off something that's fairly new to the game, which is actual direction for you to take. Now, there always was a little bit of direction. There was things like the Atlas Path and stuff. What the hell are those? They're not creatures, they're just things. There was always stuff like the Atlas Path and things like that. God, this is a beautiful planet again. But now there's all this other stuff as well. So we come in, I'll hit the landing. Oh, landing area not clear. Initiating landing sequence, there we go. I'm going to have to charge up my launch thrusters again before I get off this planet too. But that's fine. Let's see how dangerous this planet is. Mild rain, standard, bountiful, no animals. And no hazards. This is a beautiful planet. This is a perfect world, because there's basically no threats. There's no poison in the atmosphere. It's not on fire or anything like that. Yeah, we can... And it's got copper on it, which is nice. Let's activate the waypoint. Distress beacon, again. Life signs detected. We might go and investigate that at some point soon. Or I might go and investigate that on my own time. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep doing this video. 52 minutes away. We'll probably go have a look at that. That is actually our quest now. Let's just have a wander around. This is a nice planet. There's emerald there. There's gorgeous trees. Look at that. Look at that formation. Scan the tree. Yep, you get money for doing the scan now, as well as for uploading it, if you upload it. God, this is quite pretty. I'm really, really pleased with this area. That's just a huge lump of copper in there. I need to get some... Well, I need to get some iron at some point. So I suspect those things will be iron, which is nice. Wow, it looks really strange in this light. This beautiful blue light that everything has here. God, this is a gorgeous planet. I'm 2 planets in, and already I've come across 2 of the nicest looking planets I've ever seen. I'm gonna have to keep this game, I think. I'm gonna have to just keep playing. Oh boy, this is gorgeous. Okay. And that's what this game's about, really, is exploration. And it's all about the fantasy, more so, I think, in some ways, than presenting a realistic thing. So it wants you to be in, like I mentioned before, the Roger Dean painting, the prog rock album covers. It wants you to have that experience more than it wants to have everything else. I actually am going to need some plutonium at some point. We'll just wander around and see what we can find. There's some plutonium over there. That thing is annoyed at me because I nicked all its iron. That's fine. I don't care. It's not going to kill me. We're not on a planet where those things are just endlessly hostile. There are some planets you can go to where just being on the planet is enough for the Sentinels to just be enraged at you all the time. That plutonium is a lot further away than I thought it was. Oh, there's some up here though, so that's nice. We'll grab all that. I still want to get to the one down there though, because just on general principle, but it might be in a cave actually. Now that I think about it, there might be a cave system here that I'm not seeing. And I think that might be where I'm scanning that from. Because yeah, it looks like there's no other way to get into wherever that is. Oh, look at this valley. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is a properly beautiful planet. I might spend a fair amount of time here. Grab this Lamium while we're here. Oh, my inventory's full. Bugger. No, I'm too far away from the ship to transfer it all back. Oh, bugger. Why have I got 1 zinc and 1 carbon? Let's get rid of that carbon. That'll at least let me pick up this Lamium, which is more important than carbon for most things. Ah, yep, I was right. There is a cave system down here, and that's where that platinum will be. Don't think I really want to go down there. We got some platinum anyway, so... plutonium, sorry. There is some platinum here as well, actually. It's just there. Anyway, I'm going to head back to my starship. And I'm just going to glance around. This is gorgeous, this planet. I should, actually, while we're here, well, may as well, I'll get to the top of this ridge and we'll have a look at photo mode while we're here. So, this game, they added photo mode. Photo mode freezes time, as you can see there. I'll just hide the menu here, and you've got free movement, free camera, all that good stuff. The camera can go up, down, everything like that. And it has a couple other really cool features as well, which is that if I do it, that's right, yeah. So there's another really cool feature that it has, where you can actually adjust the location of the sun. So I can basically click anywhere and have the sun be there. So I've got the sun directly above, I can have it over on there, I can have it down, have it on the other side of the planet, have it over there, have it anywhere I want. I have complete power over the sun, which is kind of impressive, really. And it lets us see what this planet looks like in daylight, which is freaking gorgeous. Like, still a good looking planet. And we can move around and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, and obviously you can use the PlayStation's screenshot. You also have a bunch of other options. So you have settings. So yeah, the time of day is another way you can adjust things, and of course now I have the cursor there. I can do this without moving the frame. You have fog density. You can turn that up or down, so I can make it less foggy if I want. Cloud levels, turn them down. And you have screen filters. There's a whole bunch of filters now to change the color of things. Just, you know, for fun. Classic, stock, artistic, green. Yeah, just all that good stuff. So that's the camera mode. And you can even adjust the lens, which is really nice. So I can widen it out a bit. If we want to make a much wider shot, have the depth of field effect. We can go, and that'll blur it out as up. If I can, let's see how much depth of field we can get. There we go. Yeah, so you got depth of field, so you have like a nice blurred out background, take away the vignetting, all that good stuff, and you can have some really good screenshots for your prog rock album covers, because this is essentially prog rock album covers, the video game. Where was my ship? I lost my ship. There it is. Okay, let's head over there. Let's sprint. Anyway, No Man's Sky is a good game now, guys. I really like what I've seen of it so far. I think that, like I said, for me it was always a good game. I've always liked this game. Now, did I need to charge the launch thrusters? I do. So I'll put the plutonium in, we'll take off, and we'll head to where that thing was, which is over here. It's going to be a bit of a ride. Especially if I don't go fast. Gotta go fast in this game. Well, not really. This is not a game about going fast. This is a game about taking a leisurely pace, doing things you want. And one thing I really appreciate with it at the moment is that they've added a lot more, they've added a lot more things to do. There's, I read somewhere there's like 30 new hours of story content, which is kind of ridiculous, that they've just added 30 hours of story. That's like CD Projekt Red commitment game. And that's for free. This update's all free. None of this is DLC, by the way. This is all just a free update, like the 1.3 update. Put the disc in, or if you've got it on download, just fire it up, fire the game up, have a look. I think if the core concept of No Man's Sky didn't grab you to begin with, I'm going to say that probably you're not going to be enticed back. But if the core concept was what you wanted, but you were disappointed in the execution, then I would definitely come back to this game now. I would definitely come back and take a look and see if what's there now. And I'm not showing a lot because it takes a little while. You've still got to go through the start, but there's a lot more direction in this early game. You saw the quests that sort of explain how to do the ship. There's quests that explain how to do base building and a whole bunch of other stuff now that the game didn't have before, that I sorely needed, really. Okay, so remember I talked about the crashed ship on the other planet before? And I mentioned how there was a quest thing here. That's what this is. So before we finish up, I'll do that. And you saw that cross there? That's the new landing system. And because I automatically got out of my ship, I made the landing there, which means I don't need to do launch thrusters next time when I get up. Anyway, this is actually what we looked at on the other planet, but obviously it's the same resource and everything like that. The crash ships are a crash ship and they're all identical, but whatever. You can't expect everything. I will point out actually that the update for this game is 7 gigabytes. For a game that's about 10 gigabytes in size, it's kind of impressive. But yeah, so we've got this. This will start us on a quest to find a certain thing. Yeah, and this will play out differently. Yeah, the anomaly comes to the stars, take flight. Yep, and it's how we get our hyperdrive, which is what we need to fly our ship. Yep. Yeah. So the game hints at you, and as you explore this quest line, you find more and more out about who this is that's leaving you these things. And I love that the game's actually going into more detail about your place in the universe. We're going to need a crap ton of money to get that dynamic resonator, but that's fine. We'll do that. Anyway, this is No Man's Sky. It's a good video game now, you guys. You should definitely play it if you haven't already. If you loved the game already, then I can't recommend this update enough. You'll love more of it. There's more of it to love. Although, the only thing I would say, if you did love this game already, the one downside of this update is I feel like you need to start again to really take full advantage of it. I'm not sure how it'll play if you have an existing game, especially an existing game if you put hundreds of hours into it. I'm not sure how this will play out for you, but otherwise, if you like this game and you like No Man's Sky and you like me and you think it's actually a fantastic game, all I'll say now is that this is definitely Game of the Year contender for last year. Boy. Anyway, No Man's Sky is a good game, guys. You should totally play it. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.